In a tense confrontation, Justin probes my interest in Pete, seeking to understand my motives. Justin, in a moment of vulnerability, offers a potential future. If I were to become part of his family, he'd accept Cherry as his own. Later, Cherry and Pete, in their innocent wisdom, devise a plan to unite Justin and me, believing it's the only way to create a real family. Justin's offer lingers in my mind, a tempting glimpse of belonging. But the looming danger and unanswered questions cast a long shadow. Will Cherry and Pete's innocent plan to unite us succeed, or will it inadvertently expose them to greater danger? Can I truly trust Justin's offer, or is it a calculated move in a larger, more dangerous game? And what will the consequences be of accepting his offer, both for myself and for my children? My phone shattered the silence of the night, the shrill ring cutting through my sleep. I fumbled for it, my heart pounding in my chest. It was Justin. His voice was tight, urgent. "Nora, you need to come here. Now." "Justin? What is it? What's wrong?" I asked, my voice groggy with sleep, but already laced with a rising sense of dread. "I can't explain over the phone. Just come. I'll send a car, and bring Cherry, please." The line went dead, leaving me with a knot of fear in my stomach. Something was terribly wrong, and it involved Cherry too. I arrived at Justin's study, Cherry clinging to my side, her small hand gripping mine tightly. The room was dimly lit, the air thick with tension. Justin stood by his desk, his expression grim, his eyes filled with a chilling intensity. Chester was also there, his face etched with concern. "What is it, Justin? What happened?" I asked, my voice trembling, Cherry's eyes wide with fear. He turned, his gaze locking with mine, then softening slightly as he looked at Cherry. "Cherry, why don't you go play with Pete in his room for a while? We need to talk." Cherry hesitated, her eyes darting between us, sensing the tension. But she nodded, and I gave her a reassuring squeeze. "Go on, sweetie, I'll be there soon." As Cherry left, Justin slid a series of photographs across the desk. I picked them up, my hands shaking. They were surveillance photos, photos of me and of Cherry. My breath hitched. There I was, walking down the street, talking on my phone, leaving a building. Cherry was in a few of the photos, walking with me, playing in the park. The man in the white suit was in the background of several of them, a silent, unsettling presence. "This is him," I whispered, my voice barely audible. "This is the man who's been watching me." Justin's jaw tightened. "You recognize him?" I nodded, my mind reeling. "Yes, I've seen him, several times. He's been following me, and he's been watching Cherry too." A cold wave of dread washed over me. He had been watching us, observing our every move, and Justin had proof. "He was thorough," Justin said, his voice grim. "Lawrence found more. Files. On you, on your medical records, on your research, on your family, and files on Cherry, her school, her activities, everything." My blood ran cold. He had access to information that was deeply personal. Information that could expose the secrets I had kept hidden for so long. And he was watching my daughter. "We need to find out who he was working for," I said, my voice firm, despite the fear that was clawing at me. "We need to know who wants to hurt my children." Justin nodded, his expression grim. "Lawrence is working on it, but in the meantime we need to be careful, we need to be vigilant. You and Cherry stay here with me until we know more. Chester will increase security, we're not taking any chances." "No," I said, my voice rising. "I won't just sit here and wait. I need to know what's happening. I need to be involved." "Nora, it's too dangerous," Justin countered, his voice firm. "We don't know who we're dealing with." "And that's why I need to be involved," I insisted, my voice trembling with a mix of fear and determination. "These are my children. I won't let anyone hurt them." Chester, who had been silently observing, spoke up. "There's one contact that's common between you and this man, Nora." My heart pounded. "Who?" "Tanya," Chester said, his voice low and serious. I felt a jolt of disbelief. "Tanya? That's impossible. We're friends." "Friends from a long time ago," Justin said, his gaze fixed on mine. "Friends who have been out of contact for a long time until now." "It can't be her," I said, my voice defensive, even though a seed of doubt had been planted. "She wouldn't do this." "We don't know that, Nora," Chester said, his voice gentle but firm. "We have to consider all possibilities." I looked at them, my mind reeling. Could Tanya really be involved in this? It seemed impossible, yet the evidence was staring me in the face. I need some air, I said, my voice tight. I'll be back. I left the study, my mind racing. I couldn't believe Tanya would betray me, but I couldn't ignore the facts. I needed to know the truth. Later, when everyone was gone, I slipped away to the washroom, pulling out my phone. I dialed Solo's number, my voice low and urgent. Solo, I whispered, I need you to do your own investigation. I need to know who this man was and who he was working for. And Solo, keep an eye on Tanya. She's here, offering to help. I don't trust her. Understood. Solo replied, his voice calm and professional. I'll get to work immediately. Be careful, Nora. I hung up, my heart pounding in my chest. We were caught in a web of secrets and lies, and I didn't know who to trust. But I knew one thing. I would protect my children no matter the cost. Who was this man? The one who had been following us, the one who now lay dead. What secrets did his files hold? Secrets that someone was willing to kill for. And what was Tanya's role in all of this? Was she an ally or another player in this deadly game? But at what cost? And would we survive the truths they held?